What's up, YouTube? I think I got it all set up now. I think I'm doing good. Still learning all this. Trying to see how much lag I got. What's up, YouTube? Okay. Okay. Oops. Just messed it up. Alright. Welcome back. Let's see. I'm going to do some eBaying today. Checking my cut screens. Yep. See, okay. I think we're good to go now. So yeah, gonna do some eBay. It's Sunday evening. Finally was able to catch my breath. Been a pretty busy week. I was transitioning jobs and just a lot going on in life. So I did manage to get about 40 VHS, some pictures taken. So got a crap ton of these to get listed. But I'm just gonna kind of jump right into it because I got a lot. We went garage selling Saturday, and I should probably update that first. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna jump over to my White Cheddar sales spreadsheet. I just use Google Sheets, real simple. Get it pulled up real quick. Copy. Nope, not my budget. Y'all don't want to see that. Okay. So last time we were here, I think we're still in the hole, $81.66 for the year. So we spent $200 starting out. We've had a lot of sales. We went to the Cordell townwide garage sale, and we bought a bunch of Blu-ray discs and a bunch of DVDs there, and I've yet to get those listed yet. Actually, yeah, still waiting to get some of those listed. But like I said, it's been a really busy week. I'm trying to manage 2 jobs right now, plus all these side hustles, so we'll get there. I'm going to jump over to my eBay, and we're going to go into selling. There we go. And we're going to see if we had, I think we had a few orders. I don't know if I've put them in my spreadsheet yet. We need to look at the paid and shipped, the ones that we've already paid and shipped. So, sold some Tupperware. That Tupperware has been in storage for like 3 years. I swear, somebody just wanted a Tupperware for bacon, I guess. So it finally sold. That just goes to show you, sometimes things will sit for a long time, but anyways, it looks like, let's see, I think I got the Smokey and the Bandit in there. Let's see, that was July 11th. Okay. And then this one was $7.98. Let's see. Let's just look. We'll view the order details, and it'll tell us how much we had. 85-cent profit. So subtract 50 cents off that. That's only 35-cent profit, but whatever. I'll take it. Yeah, it looks like it's right there on July 11th. And then we sold 3 VHS after that. Go back, and yeah, that's that one. We sold Universal Soldier, Invasion USA, and Death Wish, and that sold for $28.94 minus shipping. And So you make a lot more money when you sell 3 at a time. You get a lot more of the profit. So after shipping and everything, those 3 movies, I made $9.97 profit. Subtract 50 cents would have been $9.47 profit. And yep, I got that one on there. Looks like I got another sale there above that. Let's go back. Yep, Pirates of the Caribbean. We sold that one. Customer paid $7.97, so it was a lower end. It was a $7.48, it's the lowest as I go. So we didn't make, $1 minus 50 cents for the shipping package. We made 51 cents. Yay! It adds up. I mean, when you're buying everything for a dime and a quarter, we're playing the volume game here. But that was July 18th. And it was 1. And we made 51 cent profit. Okay, so I need to put in here also on July 19th, which was Saturday, we had the townwide garage sale. And you guys, I did good. I did really good at this one. I spent $36 total. So let's put that in there. I know that puts us in the hole, but trust me, it's going to be okay. I'm telling you, you got to have inventory. You got to have a lot of inventory to play the game I'm playing. So that knocked us back up to 117.15. But let me show you what I got out of that. Let me show you what I got for that $36. Oops. Let's go to, there we go, main screen. I got, on this table back here, you can see I got 114 DVDs. I got 17 Blu-rays. I got 8 or 9 VHS tapes there. Then down below, you can kind of see it. I got 2 boxes that have the DVD players with the remotes, cords, and everything in the box. They're used, but the styrofoam, everything's there. I got those for $5 each. So $10 for the players and another $16 for all of that up there. Plus I got 3 old Windows 98 PC games. I got the original Call of Duty. It's a real-time strategy game. And then I got Diablo 1. Both of those sell for about $10 each. So that's $20. And then this one right here is Hunger Games, the 4-movie set. It's a Blu-ray of all 4 movies in a box set. And that one will sell for $20. So just between those 2 games right there and then that 4-disc set, or that 6-disc set, 4-movie set, that will completely pay for everything. So everything else will be profit. So I think we did pretty good. That's not, just 2 tapes. Oh, but there's another tape. And check this. I'm debating whether to keep this one in my collection or, because it's one of those you don't come across very often. I've only seen one other copy in my life, and it was a long, long time ago. But I did find this one for a quarter. It is Masters of the Universe. That right there is a $20 tape right there. Old VHS. Classic. Hard to find. It's out of print. It was in the bottom of a box at a garage sale. And it's where I bought those other 7 movies, which there's some other bangers in there too. I think he was a pastor. He was moving to Oklahoma City, so he was just selling everything and just wanted it gone. So that's where I got that. All of the DVDs and the Blu-rays came from one guy. He was a younger guy, probably in his mid-20s, later 20s, but kind of starting a family. And he said, all those DVDs and Blu-rays were just sitting in storage. And of course, townwide garage sale, he's like 50 cents a DVD, and so I said, okay, I'll pick a few out, and talked with him for a minute or two, about, yeah, I'm building a collection, but also kind of buy and sell on the side. And he was like, you know what, 25 cents for all of them if you just want to take all of them. So we did a count on it, and then, you know me, got to haggle a little bit more. But anyway, got it for a super good price, less than a quarter a piece. So we'll just say that. Sometimes people just want to get rid of their stuff, but they don't want to take less than, you want to give them a little money. But you also don't want them to go in the trash can. Or maybe you do. Maybe you let them throw them away, then you go dig them out of the trash next day. I don't know. I'm not that desperate for inventory. I'm pretty good at finding people who are just wanting to get rid of it. So anyway, let's go ahead, and now that I got that, let's go ahead and switch back to my spreadsheet here. Okay, got it. Okay, so yeah, we're back at a negative 117.15, but I'm not worried about it because the reason why I was changing jobs and getting so I could have more time to do stuff like this, like my live streams and listing, and I got some other businesses I need to take care of. But what I want to do is convert this store, my White Cheddar store. I need to start getting, 20, 40, 50 listings a day. And right now it says I have 662 items in my store. Now, let me show you how many movies I actually have, or how many listings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my listings tab and get them pulled up. And on the filter right here, I'm going to put categories and store category, and I'm going to scroll down here to my vintage media category. It's right here. So right now it's telling me I have 272 listings in my vintage media category, which is all I'm trying to put onto my store. Now those other like 300 something listings are items that are left over that need to get moved into the new store. Queen Lizzie's starting a new store. A lot of it's clothing and stuff like that. But, if I just scroll down on my listings here, you'll see a lot of random stuff, not movies. Like that's a movie, that's a movie. Those are like little golf ball markers for golf courses that we listed. A lot of clothing. I have a lot of pottery that I need to open another store to start selling, my pottery and stuff that I have, the collections that I have. I sell a lot of Frankoma pottery. It's an Oklahoma thing. If you know, you know. But you find it everywhere. You can get it for pretty cheap if people don't know. So I always try to pick that up for cheap if I can, because it sells. But yeah, just, a lot of things that are left in this store. So what I have to do is anytime I sell those items, I have to transfer money into a different checking account for the other store. And slowly I'll get these items delisted here and moved over to that store. So then it's just nothing but vintage media and the White Cheddar sales brand. But, it's not a hurry. It's something that I can take 6 months and do. But in the meantime, this number right here, this 272, I need to get that up. I need to get that up to above 1,000, within this month or two. So it's a lot of just listing, 20, 40, 50 tapes every day until we get up to that number. Because we're going to be big time. We're going to be big time. And yes, I got that much inventory, I promise you. I've got more than that to deal with. So for now, we're just trying to get it boxed in an organized manner, which I don't know if you watched my last video, but I have my banker boxes here, my inventory storage system. These banker boxes that I cut down, and they fit 22 VHS tapes. I could double stack them in a banker box and have 44, but it's pretty heavy, man. That's like damn near 40 pounds. So I'd rather just keep 22, you know. That's a little bit under 20 pounds, so that'll work. So let's jump into the VHS. I got the Untouchables VHS. It's a pretty good flick. As well, I think Kevin Costner was in it. Yep. So there's 413 listed. And I'm going to scroll down and find the sold comps, see what they're actually selling for. Looks like 23 have sold in the last 90 days, so that's a pretty good movement. There's 23 of them are selling, so that's what, like, 9, it's like, I don't know, about 9, about 7, really. Yeah, about 7 a month are selling. So this one sold for 5. It sold for $9.61 all in. That's the widescreen version. Pre-owned. This looks like ours here. It sold for 7 plus 5. It sold for about 13. That's a pretty good price. You know, so we might list this one a little bit higher. It's in great condition, very good condition. Brand new sold for 21. Pre-owned, they sold that one too cheap. $6.49. They didn't make any money unless they sold it. This one sold for $9.29. That one sold for way too cheap. Okay, so I'm going to sell mine for $8.98. Yep, $8.98 sounds like the price. So we're just going to sell similar. And let's get our photo. Okay, got them copied. Delete those. Put our filler pictures in there. The Untouchables VHS 1987. And we'll put in here Kevin Costner. Then free shipping. Buy 2, get 1 free. Perfect. I'm going to copy that title. Control C on your keyboard. Custom label. It's going to go into VHS box A4. That way when it sells, we know where to find it. Vintage media store category. VHS is right. Check the UPC here. 639. Yep. Looks like it's filled out pretty good. So now we're going to copy the title that we had earlier. Pull up our disclaimer. It says no mold or other abnormalities to the media itself. Please view all photos of the item before considering purchase. So it's kind of just my standard store policies, kind of what they're getting. But at the bottom, you'll notice it says at White Cheddar Sales, we want every customer to enjoy their purchase. If you're not satisfied with your purchase, please reach out to us and we'll make it right every time. So it doesn't matter. Like that guy that said that tape don't work, I know it did, but he probably had problems with the tracking the other day, but he left a neutral feedback on it. It's not a big deal, but what I have to do is I have to send him a coupon to my store so he can pick out another tape because his free tape that he got, wasn't working. So anyway, It'll be a little hickey. It'll cost me $4.93, $5 loss on that. It's okay. It's going to happen. That's why I'm separating my vintage media sales into one store and getting everything else in the main store separate. Because when you're selling vintage media or VCRs, there's going to be times that it gets damaged in shipping or a tape doesn't work for what it could be their VCR, it could be their DVD player. It doesn't matter. But just when somebody puts a tape in and it doesn't work, the first thing they seem to want to fucking do is give you a neutral feedback or negative feedback like this guy's when it's not. I sell these all the time. And we're shipping in 100-degree weather right now. I don't know. I wrap it in Mylar and a bubble wrap and put it in a bubble mailer and make sure it's waterproof. But I can't control the heat, and these are plastic tapes. So I haven't had any issues with that yet, but it could happen. But regardless, my store policy is if you're not happy with your purchase, then I will refund you or give you a coupon so you can pick another tape out of the store. So just know that when you buy with me, you can buy with confidence. If something don't work out, I get it. It happens. But we don't make a big deal about it here. We just do it and go on. But I don't want the negative feedback from my vintage media sales to affect my main store because it's happened in the past, and that's part of why I've moved my vintage media sales to its own store. So if you have any questions about that, just hit me up in the chat and we can go over it. But I hope you guys are getting out there and garage selling and finding some good things as well. So I said $8.98. See, I'm already trying to get myself 50 cents. I don't know if it'll sell for that, so I'm going to go ahead and allow offer on that one. The minimum offer is always $7.48. I can't go lower than that and still be profitable. At that price, $7.48, I'm only making like 30 to 50 cents a tape. So if they just buy one. If they lump it in with the promo, the buy two, get one, or buy four, get two, buy six, get three. If they lump it in with that promo, I make a lot more money just because it's cheap, so cheap to ship. Multiple tapes. But yeah, so I can list it a little bit higher for $8.98, but then I also allow offers and put that $7.48. So if somebody wants to shoot me not an $8, dollar off or something, it'll automatically kick it to them. Just some more value that we add. People don't have to worry about shit when they're buying from us. If something don't work, it don't work, I try to test everything out, but I don't test everything when I'm doing the listings. I test it before I mail it out. Like when I dig it out of the boxes, like somebody orders 3 tapes, I take those 3 tapes and I actually put them through a VCR and make sure they work. Because if they don't work on my VCR that's been cleaned and I know is a great VCR and DVD player, then I notify the buyer right then and say, hey, do you want to select a different movie? And I'll throw it in there. And haven't had that happen yet, but that's why I say I test them before I mail them out, make sure they're rewind because I'm kind and all that good stuff. So, I forgot to put the condition. It's in good condition. And we'll copy that. It's just a blanket statement. It says, please view all photos and descriptions before considering purchase, and it's in good used condition. I always put that as even though that tape's in very good condition, I don't want to oversell it. I just it's in good condition and it'll play. So now we got it all set up. We got the free shipping check. Actually, the United States Postal Service, USPS, actually dropped the price of media mail. It was $4.63 a few weeks ago, and now I've noticed it's gone down to $4.47. So I'm glad to see that because this whole store is based off media mail, and the media mail scale goes in pounds: 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound. The heavier you get, the higher the price goes. But it actually went down. But I believe the Ground Advantage and Priority Mail went up on this last go around, which they haven't had a price increase in like a year or so, I think. So, I get it. But I don't. The only thing that we ship Priority Mail, we very rarely send Priority Mail unless it's like a high value jewelry or something like that. Otherwise, we just use the Ground Advantage through United States Postal Service. It's pretty fair pricing. You just have to make sure you're not selling stuff too cheap to where it won't cover shipping. But we use calculated shipping when we ship clothes and other things. But I like using media mail because it's a cheaper way to ship media. That's what it's there for. So anyways, let's list this. Let's see what this listing looks like. I'll show you all the gold standard of listing here. This is what a VHS listing should look like. Great picture. Got my sign in there. Got the tape in there. Good title. Untouchables. It gives a year. So a lot of times people are collecting 80s or 90s movies. They always have that right there in the title. Try to put the main character's name in there. Sometimes you can't because the title's too long. But I always put the free shipping and the buy two get one free. And of course, you know the price right there. But the pictures, I give a front picture, I give a back picture, I give a picture of the tape, and they can actually kind of zoom in and look, you know. And then this is what it ships in. It's a bubble mailer with a simple label on front. I do wrap the tapes in a Mylar just to make them waterproof in the shipping. And then, of course, I just got a logo on there just to fill in the pictures. But basically, I take 4 pictures every tape, and then I have these 2 that are just standard B-roll photos. So anyway, yeah, that's one. I got a stack of 40 here to go. But anyways, I'm just going to kind of get busy, y'all. Got any questions, just holler at me. I think we're about 30 minutes into this video. I might just record for an hour. And then when I'm not talking and bullshitting, I can really get through these tapes pretty quick. But the Favor VHS. There you go. The Favor. And we'll go down here, and it looks like they had only 68 are listed, so this probably isn't going to be a fast seller. And we may not, well, it sold 5 in 3 months, so it does sell. And this is the one that sold, and it sold for $5.9. It sold for $9.69, so somebody wanted it. And that's good enough for me. I think I'm just going to list it as a 748. I'll just list it as a common, because it does have a little bit of tear. You know, it's not in the greatest of condition. It's still in good use condition, but the box has a little tear on it, so we're just going to list it as a common. So let's select these 4 photos, and we'll drag those in there. Okay. And then we're going to delete those photos out of my folder. And we're going to copy the 2 B-roll pictures. So we got our pictures up now. So, and I just copied somebody else's listing, so that's the easiest way to do it. It looks like this is the 1999 release. And we might be able to fit all this in there. Free shipping. Buy 2 get 1 free. Yep. And we were able to get Brad Pitt's name in there. Sometimes people look for the actors in movies. They just want all the Brad Pitt VHS tapes. So that keyword setup will get them there. So copy our title. We're going to throw this one in the box A4. And VHS category. It's good. Check the barcode. It's good. They left out some of this information, so I like to kind of fill it in as I go. It's English. Brad Pitt. Formal rental. Nope. Okay, that's good for that. So then we're going to copy the title into the description. Then And we're going to make a copy of our store policy. Throw that in there. And then we need to mark the condition as good. And put our generic good use condition quote in there. And let's list it for $7.48. We're not going to allow offers on that one because it's already at the cheapest price. And we are going to offer free shipping. And list. And there you go. Another gold star listing. Put it in the inventory and forget about it. This one, I don't know. I think I'm going to set this one to the side. This one is the net with Sandra Bullock. I already got a couple of these listed. But when I pull this one up, I noticed, let me switch cameras here. Or see if that worked. Control 1. There we go. Control 1 and Control 2. So, okay. But if you'll notice on this one, I was looking at it. I don't think you can tell on this screen. Maybe if I hold it up closer. But right there under Sandra Bullock's face, there's like some discoloration. So I was looking at, and it looked a little bit like mold, but I don't know, maybe. But here's how you can tell. This is the easiest way to tell, and you probably shouldn't do it this way, but this is how I do it. But does it smell like a basement? Yeah, it smells a little bit like a basement. So I'm going to set this one to the side. I'm probably not going to sell this one just because if it does have mold, then I don't want to deal with it. But I do wipe down all these tapes real good, and I inspect them. And you especially have to look at the actual ribbon. That's where the mold actually will grow, is inside that little window on the actual tape itself. So I have a magnifying glass when I'm taking pictures, and I got it all lit up back there. It's part of the process, is I actually have to look at it and make sure there's no mold growth, but like this one, it smells a little bit like a basement, but I don't see any signs of mold on it. It looks pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and list this one. This one is Firebirds. And this came out around, I remember this movie because it came out around the time of Iron Eagle and Top Gun, when all those movies were banging and people were watching them. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my eBay here. But yeah, just one of those classic, aviation movies. Firebirds VHS. Okay, looks like 100 are listed. There it is. About 100 of them listed. I like my odds. And it looks like they sold 7 in the past 3 months. So not a great sell-through rate, but it is selling a little bit. This one they lost money or broke even. That one they about broke even on. There's a brand new one. Sold for $8 free delivery. God, not real good on that one. We're going to go ahead and throw it in inventory, though. Somebody will get it with a buy 2, get 1 free promo, I guarantee it. They'll buy it with like Top Gun or something. But let's go ahead and copy this listing. And we'll grab our photos. I'm going to go ahead and delete the net. It's a good movie, but I've got 2 or 3 copies that are actually better copies, so I'm not too worried about it. A lot of times people add that into their buy 2, get 1 combo, just because it's a classic 90s. Sandra Bullock. It's a pretty good movie. That was back when I was learning how to program, computer programming. Thought I was a hacker. Now this computer's going to go wonky on me. Let's go ahead and close that. Cancel that. Cancel that, big dog. My little capitalism machine here I bought for $20 at a garage sale. Having trouble keeping up. It'll be alright. Okay. Delete, I said, go away. Being a little laggy. Okay, there it went. Sometimes it just hangs up on a file. I don't know why. Okay. VHS. Came out in 1990. Wow. I was 10 years old. Let's see who's in this movie. Nobody. Oh, Nicolas Cage. Yeah, it's an early Nick Cage. So I'm going to put that. Early Nick Cage. Nicolas. And I'm going to put free shipping. Buy 2, get 1 free. I don't know why it just seems like this way that I title these movies works out the best. I don't know if I should switch it up. Maybe you guys let me know in the comments below if I need to switch up how I keyword my. But I was always told you put the title and then what it is, anything, and then your promotion at the end. That's the formula I'm working with, and it seems to be working all right. And it's from Touchstone Home Entertainment, Action Adventure. It's English. Actor Nicolas Cage. Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones in it too. Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones. Okay, that all looks good. So go ahead and copy the title. Get a copy of the store policy. Throw it in there. It's good. Then we're going to mark our condition as good. And copy that in there. That's good. We're going to list this one for $7.48. We're just going to list it as a common. And £1 free shipping. List it. So anyway, when people buy from my store, if they buy 3 at a time, what they do is they actually put those 3 listings into their shopping cart, and that way it combines shipping first of all. So there's only one shipping charge for me. Of course I have to pay the shipping, but it automatically combines them, and it automatically gives them a discount for the cheapest tape in that 3 set. Or if they buy, 4, if they pick out 9 tapes, they buy 6 and get 3 free. All they have to do is add 9 tapes into the shopping cart, and it'll automatically calculate, the discounts and the shipping. Or of course they get free shipping, but it'll allow me when I compile it to make it nice and easy on invoicing. You don't have to do all that calculated shipping for the customer, because the customer's not paying shipping. They are. It's just baked into the price. That's why. Oh, this is a great movie. This is a great one right here. Oops. Bounced over here. Let's see. Yeah. Boom. Reign of Fire. Great early Matthew McConaughey movie. It was a great movie. Keep bouncing over to my. There we go. So let's look up Reign of Fire. It's a classic. I don't know if this is an original release or not. It looks like a re-release because it's got the printed. Yep, we'll check it out though. It looks like this one here. So there is 73 listed. That's good because it's a good movie and there's not very many listed. See how many have sold. And yeah, 10 have sold, so pretty good sell-through rate. It shouldn't sit for too long, especially in my store. But pre-owned looks like $848 is what that one sold for. So that's probably the price we'll go with. Yeah, that one sold for like $948 all in. Yeah, we'll do $848 on it. See, they got a little stand in their listings. But I haven't really noticed the VHS category is huge. There's millions of tapes on there, but I haven't noticed a whole lot of people that are doing it like just full time. There's a few that do it full time. And you can tell their stores are packed. They got like 30, 40,000 listings, which I'll get there. Got to start somewhere. Copy my pictures in. Okay, Rain of Fire, VHS, 2002. I'm going to leave Matthew McConaughey. I think he has a better keyword than Christian Bale. Not that Christian Bale is a bad actor, but not quite as popular. And I may not be able to put Matthew in there, but because I always have to put the free shipping and buy two, get one free. Ooh, just barely. It just barely fit. So we'll copy the title. And it's going in box A4. VHS is right. 653 is right. And it is Touchstone Home Entertainment. Sci-fi. Language is English. It's got Christian Bale. Yeah, we'll leave that. I think he is the leading role in that movie. Yeah, because Matthew McConaughey, he was like the commander of the army that kills the dragons. No spoiler alerts here, though. I'm not going to tell you how it ends. It's a great movie, though. It's a good sci-fi movie, or fantasy movie. Kind of makes you think, One of those movies kind of make you think, like, what if dragons were really around? So put in my store policy, put in my condition note. And what do we say? $848. So we're going to try to make an extra buck off this tape. It's a little more than common. It's got a great box to it too. £1, free shipping, and send it. Come on. Come on. Oh, yes, that's a beautiful listing. All right, next we have up is The Art of War with Wesley Snipes. It's a great movie. Do you know who your enemy is? I sure do. It's the government. Government's always the enemy, right? Just kidding. Just kidding. The Art of War. VHS. There is almost 600 of these listed, and that's crazy. Because a lot of these are, brand new. Well, they're not brand new. They're rewrapped plastic for Walmart. But anyway, they're selling like $10 brand new. So this will be a common. And we'll look at the sold comps. And pre-owned, this one sold for, yeah, not much. It's not a problem though. That's where our discount and the value add comes into play, is when you the buy two get ones or the discounts that you run can actually make a difference. So we're just going to go ahead and copy this list and get this one knocked out pretty quick since it's common. So we need to delete Rain of Fire, and we're going to copy those pictures, and we're going to copy the B-roll, the Art of War, VHS 2000. I don't like that comma. It's just a wasted space. I'm going to go ahead and put Wesley Snipes. And then free shipping. Buy two. Get one free. Perfect. Copy the title. It's going in box A4. VHS, check the barcode, looks good. It is Warner Brothers, and it's in English. It's got that old Wesley Snipes in it. Snipes. And it's regular edition, looks good. Alright, so we'll copy our title. Copy our store policy. Gonna have to add in the condition. Copy, paste. And $7.48 is our common price. And £1, free shipping. Send it. Add storage. All right, looks good. Okay, next up we have Scooby-Dooby-Doo, the original. Never seen. There's a meme going around with this guy. I can't remember his name. He was in Scream. Matthew Lillard. But there's a something, are you threatening me? Something meme. I don't know. I need to get to the bottom of that. But he was always a pretty good actor. Let's go ahead. Scooby Doo VHS. Let's switch back here. Okay, so there's a bunch of Scooby-Doo VHS listed, and not just this movie, but because I just put in Scooby-Doo. But I'm going to go to try to find it on the sold comps. Looks like 900 Scooby-Doo related VHS sold. Let's see if I can find mine here. There's 1 and 2 combined. But let's look for... Oh, man. There we... No. Yep, there it is right there. No, that's a clamshell, it looks like. Let's see. There we go. That one is pre-owned Scooby-Doo 2002. Wow, that one sold for $18. That's crazy. I wonder why it sold for so much. And that was from Ruby Dills. Let's keep looking, see if maybe it's one of the rare ones. I don't know. But let's find another one here before we get too crazy. There's another one here, and it sold for $15. Oh, that's brand new. Or $17 brand new. And ours is in a little rough shape, the box is, so we're just not going to be able to sell it for too much of a crazy price. But I do want to get all I can out of it. Let's go to page 2. Keep scrolling, let's find it. A lot of times people just collect everything Scooby-Doo. They might have stuffed animals and statues on their bookshelves, and that's like what they collect. So sometimes people don't care about price. They just buy it because they want it. This one's pre-owned, and it sold for $15, so it's looking like a pretty good movie. That's 1 and 2, sold for $20-something. Here's another one. That's a clamshell, I think. Yeah. I just hate to underlist something, you know. But see, like this guy sold this tape for $5, free delivery. Actually lost money on it, so I don't know what he's doing there. I'm going to list it. I'm not going to list it too high. I'm going to list it for... Okay, here's one. Like I got, the box is a little roughed up. They sold it for $12. So I'm gonna go $10.98. No, I'm gonna go $9.98. Maybe that'll help it move. Delete Art of War there, and let's copy these 4. Scooby-Doo the movie. VHS 2002. We'll leave that rare marker there. Free shipping. Buy 2, get 1 free. Perfect. So Scooby-Doo the movie, VHS 2002, rare, free shipping, buy 2, get 1 free. Good title. And that is going into VHS box A4. Check the UPC, 631, it's good. It's a Warner tape. Anime, live action, I guess. Language is English. Actor. Was it Freddy? I'm putting Matthew Lillard. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, Matthew Lillard. That's all you need to know is Shaggy. Shaggy's in this movie. Okay. Copy the title. I mean, really, it's got Freddie Prinze Jr. in it, and it's got a couple chicks. I don't know. Maybe Sarah Michelle Gellar. I think she was real hot at that time, movie-wise. But Matthew Lillard, he's from Hackers. That's like one of my favorite movies of all time. Still haven't found a copy of it, though. So if you got a copy floating around there, let me know. Yeah, we're going to do $10.98. We'll see what happens. You know, I'm going to allow offers on it. And I'll allow offers down to, let's just say, like $8.48. So $8.48. Okay, and it looks like... No, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change $8.98. We're going to make some money off Scooby-Doo. Free shipping and list it. Alright, that fills up another box. So I almost got the A's done. I got one more box of A before I have to start. I switched to B because I want A, B, C, D, 5 high, 5 boxes high. That'll be the bottom shelf. I'm building some shelves out in the barn that it's just going to be a huge wall of boxes full of VHS tapes. Can you believe it? But it'll be able where you can go right to the box and find your listing. Ooh, look at that sexy ad. Look, got the Scooby-Doo. Got the Matthew Lillard on the back. It says Zoinks. Zoinks. Okay. So now I need to... I made a new box earlier. A new banker's box. But I need to print out a label for it. So what I'll do is we'll minimize you. We'll minimize all yous. And we need to pull up Inkscape. It's loading. It's loading. I'll give you an internet bonus point if you can tell me what my background image is. If you know what book that is. It's one of my favorites. While we wait on Inkscape to load. Inkscape is like a print program I use for my printer. Which is kind of buried over here. I think it'll work. I just need to create a label real quick. But yeah, this old computer, it's an old Lenovo computer that I bought at a garage sale from I don't know, maybe it was an estate sale for like 10 or 20 bucks. But it's worked great. I've used it for like 3 years on this stuff. It'll play a few little games, but it won't play anything real powerful. But it'll play like Minecraft and Parkitect, I think. I play a lot of World of Tank Blitz. That's another fun game I like to play. It's a free game to play when I feel like shooting Germans in tanks. I'll play that. But there it goes. There's my Inkscape. It feels like I'm living in 1998. It really does. I got VHS tapes. My computer's taking 2 minutes to load a program. It's crazy. It's crazy, I say. Let's see. I need... Is it this one? Yep. So I already got a template made. And I'm going to click on this one. And I'm going to click on the text icon. I'm going to change that 4 to a 5. Go back. Okay, so now all I got to do is print from my Rollo printer. And it's always the last one. That's fine. And print. Maybe. Oh, you know what? I think I gotta change. Hold on. I run out of USB ports. I only got like 6 USB ports for this computer. But I got 2 printers hooked up, a camera, microphone. I got a bunch of stuff hooked up to it. So anyway. Uh-oh. I lost my computer screen. I'm flying blind. What's going on here? There we go. Alright, I better not mess with that. I need to get that fixed. Maybe I'll get off here and work on that a little bit. But yeah, I gotta print that label out. But not a big deal. So yeah, that's the empty box. So after I have 5 boxes, they probably stand about 2.5 feet, almost 3 feet. Let's go back to eBay. Go ahead and get a few more listed. Next movie I got up is Lord of the Rings. Or no, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. You're a wizard, Harry. Goodness. Okay, 576 listed. It's almost 600. And it looks like 40 have sold in the past 90 days. So that's pretty good. So pre-owned Harry Potter. Looks like it sold for $11. $11 brand new. $11. I like this guy's listings too. This vintage 4028. I think they got a pretty good store going too. So I think I'm gonna copy his listing here. So he sold his for $9.48. So that's what we're gonna put on ours, $9.48. Grab some pictures. Get rid of Scooby-Doo here. Delete. Copy our 4 Harry Potter images. And okay. So that's a pretty long title. I'm hoping we can get everything on there we need to. We'll see. Free shipping. Buy 2, get 1. Ooh, I don't think so. Chamber of Sea. I really don't like doing it like that, but it'll still work. I just put Harry Potter in the Chamber of and had to cut off Secrets, the rest of the title. But if you get that much of the title in there, it'll find it when people type it in. Okay, so copy the title. And now we need to change this. Instead of box A4, it's going to go into box A5. And each of my boxes will hold 22. So I've got more than 22 here to list. Not a big deal. Check the barcode. 134 looks good. It is a Warner Brothers home video. Actually, I think Disney owns it now. I'm not sure. It may be. I can't remember. Yeah, be right. Sci-fi fantasy. It's English. Actor is Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson. I know that much. Rating G. Okay. Looks good. Paste the title. Paste the store policy. It's in good condition. It's actually in real good condition. Dang it, how much did I say I was going to sell that for? $848, $948. We'll do $898. Free shipping. No offers. And make sure it was in my VHS category. Yeah. $898 and free shipping. 1 pound. Good to go. List it. Yeah, this box is in very good condition. It's got one little scuff right there, but yeah, not bad at all. Those are the ones I don't mind selling for a little bit more because it would look good on a shelf. And you know, a lot of times when people are buying these, that's what they're buying. They're just buying it to put on shelves so they can show their friends. But I actually watch my takes in my movies. So next up we have Pirates of the Caribbean. I sold this one this is the Curse of the Black Pearl. I don't know if this is the one I sold the other day or not. Actually, let's look. We can go to my eBay and selling. And then you go back to your orders and paid and ship. So, yep, Curse of the Black Pearl. I sold it the other day for $748. So, I'm actually going to pick on my own listing here. Sell a similar item. There we go. Actually, I don't want to do that. That might, I've never done that before. It might mess up the listing. So let's just go back. Let's just go check our comps. I like to check comps anyway. So Pirates of the Caribbean VHS. So 200 listed. Okay, pre-owned. Looks like it sold for $15. Pre-owned. Goodness. Pre-owned. This one sold for $750 or $748. There's mine that sold $748. It sold on July 14th. Oh, sorry. Had you on the wrong page there. But yeah, mine sold. That one sold for $9. So let's do $898. I think $898 is good. I think I sold the last one too cheap. Oh well. It happens. Maybe there's something wrong with the box or something. This is why I listed it low. But this one's actually in pretty, well, it's not in greatest condition. We'll do $848. How about that? Deal. Deal, pickle. I'm going to put that on there. I hope my sound sounds okay. I got a new microphone finally. I've been struggling with getting good audio on these streams, but I think I got it figured out now. Let me know down in the comments if my sound is a lot better than it has been previously. Okay. So I can leave the title just like it is because it's in my format. We're going to add this to box A5. VHS. Looks like this is all good. All good. Okay. And copy our store policy. good. Go back up to our condition. That's good. And I said 848. That's what we settled on. Free shipping. List it. Okay, next up, got good classic movie. I really like this, about a genius student, Good Will Hunting. It's an early Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. It's when they very first kind of were starting out. It's a good movie. So, see what people think. Good Will Hunting VHS. 500 listings. Check our sold and completed. 500 listed and are selling about 50. So that's a real good sell-through rate. So pre-owned, this guy sold it for $550 and lost money. This person sold it for $450, $5, $6, $750, $830. This one was lost money. So kind of looking like a common. $7.99 plus. Oh, that's brand new. Okay, we'll sell it as a common. It's fine. Miramax. It's an old company. Copy our photos in. Our B-roll. Go back. Delete those photos. Okay, don't need all that. Good Will Hunting. And I'll put old Matt on there. Matt Damon. Free shipping. Buy 2. Get 1 free. Okay, it's going in the box. A5. Thing flies, man. It's summertime. It's getting crazy out here, y'all. Oklahoma. It was so hot yesterday when we were garage selling. Like, we got home. We went from like 8 in the morning until probably like, we didn't get home until probably like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We went out and ate, and then we were just done. We were done. That heat will take it out of you. We were drinking water and everything, but at least we had a little breeze. Oklahoma's not so bad because we have the wind blowing most of the time, but it was still pretty hot. Okay. Change our condition. It's actually in a really good condition too. I just been hitting on a streak of just really good cassettes, like, that have been taken care of and they're cheap, and been blessed lately. Because usually you find somebody's old collection and they might, be all dusty and banged all around the edges and, terrible boxes. You kind of got to just take what you can find. But I've been getting some really good tapes lately, which is good. I've actually had people calling me too, or messaging me like, hey man, I got a collection if you ever want to look at it. But right now, I'm trying not to be in a buying phase right now. I'm trying to be in a listing phase. I need to get more listed. So, let's see, buy it now, $7.48. And that looked different for some reason. £1. Offer free shipping. Need to double check my store category. Yeah, VHS. Yep, we're good. Get to talking. I get to talking and forget what I was doing. Bam. Bam, bam. Oh, this is a good one. I think this one's going to sell pretty quick. Actually, the plastic, it's a brand new tape, but the plastic was torn on it. So I did a taboo and I removed the plastic off of it. But the case is brand new and the movie's never been watched. And this is The Sandlot. Classic. Classic from anyone's childhood. If you're a Gen X or a Zennial, you've seen this movie and you love it. But yeah, a good quality copy of it. So I think I'm thinking good things for this one. We'll see. They may have produced a million of them. I don't know. Okay, so it looks like there's 312, and it looks like there's some clamshells included also. So let's go ahead. What I say, there's 300 listed, and check the sold comps. Wow, 90 have sold, so it's got a really good sell-through rate on it. So this is probably going to be a pretty good one. It looks like it's going to be this one right here, pre-owned, sold for $10. This pre-owned sold for $7, $8, $9, $10, $11.50. Oh, that's Sandlot too. There's a graded one that sold for $150. I don't think I want to get into grading just yet, but I might. Like, I guarantee you, if you look at that, that tape is no better than the one I got right here with the plastic. The only reason I took the plastic off it, because it wasn't the original. You can see, like, this is a family. This isn't a first release of this movie. This was released later on as a family feature by Fox Videos, so which is what this tape is. But man, I don't know. It costs like $50 or $60 to get it graded, unless you send in a bulk lot to get graded. The more you send in, if you sent in like 100 videos to get graded, you're going to get a lot cheaper price. Kind of like, all of our businesses. But yeah, that's crazy. $150 for that movie. Those people will never watch that. Maybe they'll buy mine so they can watch it. But there's like the original. That's what an original one looks like. The Sandlot, and it sold for $8.50. This one sold for $9. So I'll probably do $8.98. Now let's do $9.98. Oh, that's a clamshell. That one sold for $8. That one sold brand new. Dang, look at that one. It's a clamshell. $250. It's crazy. So pre-owned slip seal release. What does that mean? It's almost, I'm selling it for $8.98. Yep. No, I'm doing $9.98. Screw it. I'm going to do $9.98. You heard it here. I'm doing it. And it can sit for a year. I don't care. But it's going to sell for that. Guarantee it. Guarantee. Copy these. I got some really good movies in this last haul. The last VHS haul I had, not the DVD and Blu-rays I found. That's good money. The DVDs and Blu-rays, I got those super cheap. Okay. So I'm going to put Sandlot VHS, and it's the 2000 release. And I'm going to put classic. Free shipping, buy 2, get 1 free. It's such a good movie, though. I've seen it probably 5 or 6 times growing up. Custom SKU, it's going to go into box A5. Okay. It's got a different UPC. Let's go with, let's see if it'll pull it up. Sometimes it will. No match found. So I'm just going to delete the UPC out of there. Sandlot. Comedy. I think they had the clamshell version on theirs. And the actors. Michael Stevenson. How's that? David. I don't know. Just gonna kind of leave them. Looks like they got it built out pretty good anyway. All right, and we're gonna copy, Control C. Telling you, it's gonna sell for $9.98. It won't take long either. I'll be back in a week or two, and I'll be like, "Told you." Sandlot sold. And $9.98. We're gonna make some cheddar. I'm gonna make some cheddar on that one. And free shipping. Bam. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's a pretty listing. Free shipping. Got the tape. Oh, let's look at the back here. Remember that dog ate their baseball. Crazy. Not the best picture of the bag. It'll work though. Anyway, money in the bank. Shorty, what you think? Anyway, into the inventory you go. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break. Just got a few lists. I'm gonna come back and list these other ones real quick and just get them knocked out. But anyway, if you're watching this point, I appreciate you guys watching. Like always, you can like, subscribe down below. Make sure you leave me a comment. Tell me what I need to get better at. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me whatever. But it just helps me out in the algorithm when you leave a comment. Other than that, you click that bell notification. It'll let you know the next time that I do go live, which will probably be on the weekends now that I've switched jobs and have Saturdays and Sundays a little bit more available. Still got some other work to do on the weekends, but I'm trying to make more time for this. And for my other podcast, I'm taking my 30 and the new podcast coming, Surviving Capitalism, in a few more weeks. I'm still ironing that out, still getting some scripts dialed in and some production value added to it. So if you're watching my videos, I appreciate it. It means a lot. Hoping to build a little something here for my family. You can check out my eBay store. The link's in the description below. And yeah, until next time, you guys keep your head on a swivel at them garage sales. Keep the shiny side up, and I'll talk to you later.